available to you. There's quite a lot of us today. Starting from this end, we've got Jez Roboff, our Operations Manager, Margaret Barton, who's our Treasurer, Laura Pendred, who's our National Council Rep, and Mary Healy is the committee member, and on the end there is Shona Beaton, our North Division Director. So, and welcome today our Deputy Lord Mayor of Hull, Councillor Carol Hunts. The Chairman of the East Riding of Yorkshire, Councillor Brian Pearson, and his lady Sheila Pearson. Welcome. Deputy Leader of the Hull City Council, Councillor Christine Mandel. And also to all our staff and volunteers and members of the Hull Free School Learning Alliance. I'm just going to start off doing the domestics for the day. Hopefully you'll all have established where the bathroom facilities are. They're through the dining area here, through the other doors, and we do have some upstairs as well if they are needed. There's no fire alarm due today, but if it does go off, follow me, I'm just going through that door. The exit is through this door here. Now we always have a discrepancy on this, but we do feel as though, because we are so near to industrial units, that the best way to assemble is at the bottom of the corner there, on the corner of Whitty Street and Scarborough Street. Because if you just go across the road, you're just too near the industrial units. So it's on the, to walk down to the corner there. So, and if you could either possibly turn off your mobile phones or put them on silent, it'd be much appreciated. You should have in front of you a programme for the day. So after all the speeches and the actual formal part of the AGM and the entertainment, just keep looking at that box because he's put a puppet in there and I keep thinking he's going to spring out on me. So I've told him not to disrupt my AGM. But and then after the presentation, lunch will be served in the dining room, where there'll be another opportunity for you to have another browse around the arts and craft resources. I'm sure Jenny and Diana will welcome you in there. I hope everybody is signed in. If not, the booking sheet is on the top there. It would be nice to have everybody listed, but I'm sure that's been done. Please enjoy the morning's event, and I'd just like to now pass you over to Shona Menda, our North Divisional Director, who's going to be saying a few words.
Thank you very much. I'm going to remain seated if people are okay. Can everybody hear me, see me, camera? Thank you very much for inviting me actually to say a few words at the Humber Subcommittee AGM. I'm really delighted to be able to do that. Anne sent me a very nice letter a couple of months ago saying would I come along and update on the national issues for the Free School Learning Alliance, which, as I said, I was delighted to do. And then a couple of weeks ago I spoke to Jen and said, well, you know, you're still happy, you still want the same thing, any particular thing you want me to talk about? And he very calmly said, oh no, a couple of minutes, very relaxed, fun, entertaining morning. And I thought, wait, Saturday morning, fun, relaxed, entertaining, I can do that. Well, possibly not the entertaining, that would be your decision. But you know, I can be relaxed about it. And then when I got the agenda, I noticed he's given me 10 minutes. So, I shall expand on what I was going to say. But if you're really lucky, the positive side is you get to lunch earlier. And since I thought it was a couple of minutes and informal, I haven't prepared any posh PowerPoint presentations or anything else. Again, possibly a positive side for those who've seen my PowerPoint presentations. And I did actually read an article the other day that said if you really truly want to engage with your audience, you should just speak to them. No more of this hiding behind PowerPoint and visual aids, you should just speak to them. So we can always have a discussion about that at the end if we have any time, whether it worked or not. But moving on then to my bits about, as a national organisation, where the Preschool Learning Alliance is going and what we're doing at the moment. We basically have a few statistics to start off with. 85, the number does vary and I will explain why, but it is a minimum of 85 across the whole organisation, full day care or extended day care settings. The number expands up to about, the highest I think I've heard is about 160 to 180. That depends how you define your daycare. Some of it will just be sessional, some of it will be creches. But we can guarantee we have at least 85 full daycare nurseries. which makes us the largest voluntary sector provider of childcare services, which is great and fantastic. It also makes us the 4th largest out of the top 20 of the private, voluntary and independent sector. So all the ones who make lots of cash off it and other things, we are the 4th largest provider from them as well. So that does mean number-wise we're actually doing really, really well. But much more importantly, and I think much more importantly, we have a measurement of 75% quality across all those settings. This is not measured by us, it's an external measurement by Ofsted, the government body, which says that across all the settings, the Preschool Only Alliance achieve an average 75% quality. Obviously, we'd like to be 100%, we are striving towards that, but the difference comes when you compare it to the sector average, which is 58%. Now, it's a whole different speech about why they think 58% is actually acceptable in childcare, but that's not for now. It's just to say that we are way above that, so as an organisation, we're doing really well there as well. We have 3 main streams to the work of the Preschool Only Alliance, as most people probably know. We have the DSP, Direct Service Provision, which is the nurseries and the childcare services. We have the training side, and we also have the work that's done at the subcommittee level, the different projects, and the various things that come under that. So having just looked briefly at the nurseries, because as I said, I thought I was talking for 2 minutes. Looking at the training, we are increasing our training, both in terms of quality and in terms of the number of people that we're actually training. We've exceeded all our government targets so far. The training splits down into 2 approximate sort of strings. One is the qualification courses, which is variously funded by the learning skills councils and local authorities, which is where we have government targets which we're in excess of. We run MVQs, we run DPPs and CPPs, and I'm really aware I don't know what that stands for.
Diplomas and certificates in preschool practice.
Thank you very much. Qualification courses. And those have increased, and as I said, the quality is high. And also the non-qualification courses that we run, which is things such as nutrition, parenting skills, that sort of idea, also is increasing our turnover rapidly. There was a lot of need out there for those courses, and we provide a very high quality standard, and people are aware of this and engaging with us more and more, which is fantastic. Also on a national level, we are increasing our influence with government. I've heard our Chief Executive, Steve Alexander, call ourselves the friend of government. I'm never convinced that's a good thing. As a campaigning organisation, should we be a friend of government? Does that mean they think we're more of a lapdog type thing? However, we do have a lot of influence in terms of the childcare policy and formulating strategy and everything else in the childcare sector. So clearly, as a national organisation, we're walking that fine line very well to make sure that we do retain our independence and stand up for the issues that are important and need to be changed in the childcare sector, as well as managing to maintain good relationships with government, both coming out on a national and local level, equally as important both sides, and actually influence what's going on within the childcare sector as well. We are very much valued for our work in difficult circumstances. This has been noted again by various governments, local and national, which talk about, is that child okay? Sorry, automatic reaction when you hear a child cry, isn't it? Sorry, I've just lost my thread. We are valued for our work in different circumstances. Things such as the prison projects, which obviously the Humber subcommittee do an awful lot of work in. We also do a lot of work in children's centres on a national level. Not so much children's centres in North Division actually, but we do work with deprived families and difficult, hard to reach parents and communities. So actually that's the less fluffy side of childcare. There's not quite as many feel-good factors as there could be in some of the nice posh nurseries, and we do really excel at that work, and actually that's where we need to be. So it's really good, this is a national point. We're pushing forward, working with the people who need our services most essentially. I am told by our Chief Executive, Steve Alexander, deeply respected by our peers in the childcare sector. That would